Hello everyone, this is Icarus Manga here. I just want to give out a couple of shoutouts to some people on Instagram. First one being Uchida3714. I thank you so much for sharing your amazing ideas about Pit.ex. Honestly, if I were in that person's position playing that game, I would be super terrified. And it honestly gave me a little bit of shivers on the night, and I honestly couldn't sleep. But yeah, it was really, really good. I would not lie. This is a very good story and I can't wait for the ending. And I also want to give out a shout out to Dark Tiffany for doing a picture of Stoken for me. I thank you and I love it so much. And I know I keep talking about this, but anyways, let's move on to the cover page, which is this is the original cover page, the very first one versus the second one that I made. These two are very different, and we move on to chapters 1 through 12. Chapter 1 being less intense, and chapter 12 being very intense in the sense of the situation. What else? I believe chapter 6 is also kind of intense. This explains kind of like Palatina's depression with this man named Elafris. And then 7 and 8 is a backstory or a flashback. 9, 10, 11 are medium intensities. And chapter 13 of 24, I guess you could say from 13 to 18, it's less intense. 19 to 22 is super intense, and 23 to 24 is just the ending of the book. Originally, it was going to be 23 chapters, but I added another chapter for the sake of it. I just wanted the story to continue because I loved it so much, I didn't want it to end. And we're moving on to the prologue. Now, the prologue explains clearly that Monty is going to give Palatina a second child. Aura, being a dragon spirit, she goes and delivers a message to Palatina. And, Pit is asking Palatina to go to the garden with him because he's always liked that place a lot. And Aura comes, tells Palatina, they're having a second child. Palatina gets really shocked about it. And usually she gets super scared because of what happened to Pit when she was expecting him. But, yeah, she just gets really scared, honestly. And I guess I can quite understand her pain, where it comes from. And in the third column, we see Aura telling Palatina that the angel's going to be her son's age. And, Palatina, sort of gets that weight off of her shoulders and says, it's not coming with a basket. And Aura says no. Pit overhears the conversation saying that it's going to be a girl, despite her appearance. And Palatina gets a little bit happy now that she knows how she'll be receiving this other angel. And basically, that's all 4 columns. I don't remember how many columns I did in this one, but that's a whole synopsis of this page. And then in the very last column, which you'll see in just a little bit, which should be appearing, it shows Aura saying that she's glad that Palatina liked the message that she sent. Usually because Palatina doesn't get very happy when Aura tells her something. And usually it just frightens her. The reason why she's not happy is because it frightens her a lot. Now we're going to move on to the second page of the prologue. It should be appearing in any minute now. Any minute. I timed this really bad. I'm sorry, guys. So now we're gonna move on to the second page finally, where Palatino's telling Pit that if he's not excited that they're gonna receive another child, and Pit gets very I would say very unsure. So he says that he guesses. And Palatina tells Pit that he has to look all around Skyworld for this angel. And Pit asks Palatina a question, what's his name? She says that she doesn't know, and soon time will tell. And we have the symbol of the flower there. That's the symbol of the whole entire comic. And Palatina tells Pit, it's very late. And that's a synopsis of the 2 columns, or the 2 rows. I don't know, I can't tell the difference. The 2 columns, my bad, of the story. And then we move on to the other 2 columns, which is Monty saying that he must apologize to Palatina Palutina's just there, very upset. She gets startled that Monty's, behind her. She asks what he's doing, and he's saying that he has to apologize to her. And Palutina lays a hand on Monty's side of his snout and says about what, and he practically gave her everything that she wanted slash needed, and she's always wanted a second child, and so Monty was like, Monty gets a little bit shocked, and then Monty explains that he will be expecting her in 5 months, and he has to find her before sundown or at sundown. And the last column, which is a silhouette of a wolf with a lot of tails, kind of like a kitsune. He's there telling his daughter, which is his daughter's Palutena, saying that he wants her to be happy and not afraid of a Lapras. And now this is because Lapras has done some things to Palutena that are not quite fair. What he thinks is not fair. And then we move on into the third page, the final page of the prologue, which should be appearing in any second now. Like I said, I timed this very badly. So, yeah, we just gotta wait for a little bit. If you want, you can skip ahead, find the other slide. You don't have to hear me talking about this. So then, it's a flashback about, Palutena remembers the flashback about her temple being attacked and her holding, I guess, infant pit, and her temple was being attacked by a skeletal dragon, only to find out that she wakes up, it's a dream, nothing has happened, she's fine, everyone's fine. And Starcrum tells her, what if the god you loved is still alive for the past years? She gets quiet, looks at the picture frame, which I leave blank all the time. Reasons being is I'm not good at drawing small pictures, or it could be like some significance. But yeah, she looks at the picture frame and she gets very quiet. She says that he's already gone, and Starcrum says, but consider that now he's free, because he was sealed away with his city and the other gods and all the wolves. Everything was sealed away, and Devil, which is her soulmate from this book, saying that he asked that time will bring them together again, and he's so far but yet so close. And that he still gets up every day trying to find his way. And then Aura goes and tells the same message that she told Palutena, that she'll be receiving a second child, and you just see his silhouette. You don't see his image or anything. And Aura tells the same thing. And but yeah, in the last column, Devita just explains that he wants to find Palutena so badly because he goes to bed knowing whether she'll be okay or not, whether how Pit is doing, and whether the skeletal dragon came back or not. But yeah, this is basically the whole prologue. And probably next week, I will post about chapter 1, explain about that as well. Chapter 1, just a quick synopsis. It is about Snoken's backstory with her father and a character named Azucena that basically just tortures them and calls them slaves, which is quite shocking. Anyways, guys, I hope I'll see you next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a like and subscribe if you want. See you later, dudes.